What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a head-to-head where we're going to put the Noble FoKus Mystiques. There we go. They're going to go head-to-head against the Noble FoKus H-ANCs. Now, this is should be a very interesting battle between two brand mates. So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in. This should be a really interesting head-to-head. Let's go ahead and talk price. We will start off with the FoKus Mystiques here. They come in at $359. I got these off of Audio 46 website. You can also get these on Noble. As far as the FoKus H-ANCs, they come in at $200. I did also get these guys from the Audio 46 website, as well as you can also get these from Noble website as well. As far as specs and everything, as far as battery life, Bluetooth version, codec support, and all that, I'm going to leave links in the description below that take you to my unboxing for each of these earbuds. That way, you will get the full rundown of the specs and everything there. If you want to find out more about that, and I'll also leave links in the description where you can take advantage of the pricing of these guys and where to buy them. All right, so let's go ahead and fast forward. We're gonna go ahead and pull these guys out and take a look at them. They do sort of. This one's kind of slippery to get out. All right, there we go. Magnets are strong on these guys, as you can see. Two different styles. You got a teardrop type style with the H-ANCs. I do like that Noble Blue is what they call that, with the black, and then of course the logo on the top there on the touchpad. You've got your noise canceling mic here on the outside. I do like the fact that they give you that Noble branding also on the side. Almost got a nice little ergonomic feel to them, almost IEM like in their the way they got it created, the way they got it molded rather. A very comfortable earbud in the ear. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mystiques. Now these ones are basically I guess they really wanted to go to the IEM look with these single molded. I love the faceplate here, and of course you got the Noble branding here. I like the marble with the Noble blue, dark blue. I like that. I just like that look there. That looks real classy. Definitely got that IEM, like I said, look to them. Uh, they just look like a fantastic earbud, and they're very comfortable in the ear as well. However, these guys do not have noise canceling, so you don't have the noise canceling mic. But I had to admit, their noise isolation is really is okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So what we want to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in, and we're gonna pull pictures of them out. Let me grab my phone here. All right, here we go. With the these are the FoKus H-ANCs. As you can see, they take up the entire ear well. I do not have my pen with me, so we got to do the finger thing. All right. Try to keep it out of the way so you guys can see better. Like I said, it takes up the entire ear well here. As you can see, very nice secure fit once you have them in. Very comfortable, lightweight. Don't have good for long-term use. I never had any problem with the like I said before, no issues with the ear canal, like ear fatigue or any type of uh I guess the pressure within the ear canal. I couldn't find my word there, but very comfortable earbud, very sleek too. Real discreet. Only thing is that Noble blue kind of pops. But other than that, it's a very sleek, very discreet earbud. Fits very comfortably. All right, and here we have the Mystiques. Again, takes up a lot, all of the ear well. Fits in very nicely, very discreet, very low profile. Like it. Uh, Not as the color doesn't pop like the Noble, the H-ANCs. But you still get a really good fit and feel with them. Very comfortable in the air. Like I said, again, another discreet earbud to wear when you're out and about, or if you're at the gym or something. Okay, so that again, both of them I use them. I've used them at work for a full day. Never had a problem with the feel of them. Very comfortable. If you want to go ahead and if you want to use these for work, I'm fumbling over my words. Excuse me. All right. So what we want to do next is we're going to go ahead and jump into the quick mic test, and then we're going to come back with the sound test, and we'll go on from there. So stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we are back in. We're here. We will beat the sound test. We got the FoKus H-ANCs already paired up in the ear. We're going to go ahead. Actually, before we dive into the EQ, just want to show you guys that we turned off ANC just to keep it fair between the two. The Mystiques does not have noise canceling with them. All right, so just to keep it 100 and fair, we turned it off so that we were on equal footing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into the EQ settings. You can see we are in flat. We already got Lenny Kravitz already teed up. So let's go ahead. All right. Right out of the bat. Nice and smooth. Kind of low. Got good sound separation though. Just needs a little more. This needs a little bit more power, a little bit more oomph, a little bit more bass within the song. Let's go ahead and jump into my personalized settings. Okay. Now you can definitely tell the difference. More powerful bass. Vocals are clear. This is a great sound. You sound like you're in a studio. This is a great sound. Now, these are my personal settings. Okay. All right, so we got a nice clean sound there. Like it was kind of low muffled, almost muffled sounding with no EQ setting, and then when I kicked mine in, it got much better, much clean, much brighter, clearer. Bass was really good there. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our second song. Let's go. We're gonna leave it on my settings here. We're not going to change it back over to testing. We're just gonna stay here and keep it going. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into. I want a heavy. You know what? Let's go to Run's house. Let's hear some 808. Here we go. Let's go. Excuse me. Here we go. Woo, okay. Bass is already there. Hit me that drop. Ooh. Oh, that rumble. The 808 drop is ridiculous. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Okay. Here we go. And it moves from left to right. I love it. All right, let's hear some vocals. Okay, vocals are clean. Not as sharp, but clean. You can hear everything. But man, that bass drop, and it moves from left to right. Oh, man. Woo! Okay. All right, I can hear that all day, man. Oh, I always get hyped when I see that, when I hear that. I played it for my brother when I gave him a pair of earbuds, and I let him. Yeah, he got that same. He had that same thought. All right, so again, the bass is hitting on my settings. At least everybody here is different, but these are my settings, and the bass is hitting. It hits. It sounds good, especially on this song. bass heavy, especially, and then you got that 808 bass drop, and it moves from left earbud to right, or left speaker to right speaker. It just, oh, it's just good. It's so good. And then you got that subtle back in the background. You get that little detail in there as well. These guys do really good. Now, as far as the vocals, they do sound a little, they're clean, but they do sound a little muffled. All right. I mean, you can understand, you can hear what they're saying. There's no misunderstanding. It doesn't sound like they're talking into like a sock or something. Or they talking with a sock in their mouth. But you can definitely hear it. I just wish it was a little bit more crisper, a little, of vocals in that one. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna jump into Going Home. So we'll see exactly how just pure instrumental sounds. Let's get it. Again, we're staying in my settings. A nice warm sound, that sub bass rumble from the keyboard. Here we go. Okay, the lead saxophone sounds soft but clear. If you understand, it's not as sharp as I would expect it to be. All right, but you got a nice sound stage. Nice, it's background instruments sound really good. And you got that subtle low bass that's still going through the song, which is really good. That's detail. That's good. All right, and we go opening it up to the rest of them, and the chorus sounds really good. It sounds good. All right, I just wanted to get a little bit of that chorus in where it opens out, the background instruments as well as the lead saxophone, and it sounds good. But like I said, I was hoping for it to be a little bit more sharper as far as the saxophone in this one here. But still, it was good. It was good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this swapped out. We're gonna put the Mystiques in, get them going through the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We've got the FoKus Mystiques in it paired up and in the ear. And right now we got ambient mode turned off. That's it. Okay, so now there is no it's basically we're apples to apples with the FoKus, the H-ANCs here. When I turned off their noise canceling, I turned off everything. I did not have ambient sound on as well either. So, all right, now, as we are in the app here, let's go ahead and dive into the EQ settings. As you can see, we got it zeroed out, and we're at our preferred volume level for the earbuds. First up is Lenny Kravitz. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Already a louder earbud than the FoKus, the H-ANCs. They're already louder. More treble, even at this setting right here, more treble than bass. So let's go ahead and switch over to my personal settings. Woo! Oh, wow. Okay. I had to turn that down. Man, they got really loud. But the bass is suffering. Let me turn it down some more. Yeah, they got some kind of distortion with them with these set with my current settings. So it looks like I might have to tweak these a little, but as of right now, all right. All right, as far as that song goes, it sounds distorted with my current settings. I don't know why I'm yelling, sorry. It just sounds distorted. I had it even when I turned it down. You see, I've turned it down, and it still had that distorted sound to it. So, all right. So I don't know if it was the overall sound. I don't know if it was my settings but I use this one. All my earbuds is my favorite type of setting, that V shape. But they just sound real distorted for some reason. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over to Run's house. We're gonna stay on my settings. I'm gonna see if it carries over. And we'll see how it does here. All right, let's go. Again, very already louder as an earbud, and I already got it turned down. All right. Yeah, it sounds. I don't know. It just sounds really distorted. All right. The bass is awful in this setting. All right. Now that I had to admit, the bass was. It just I had to turn it off early. Couldn't even get into it. I couldn't even enjoy it with my settings here. They it sounded it just sounded really bad. I don't know if I got to go in and do some other tweaking to get these guys to where I want them to be. But at my current settings, as of right now, they sound horrible. They sound like comparing them to, they just sound bad. It was real high treble, bass. It was subtle, but then when it hit, it just sound distorted. Didn't have no form to it. No, not. It was just bad. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and jump in. We're gonna finish this off though. We're gonna hit going home. We're gonna see how it does here. Oh man. Oh, okay. I can't. I'm sorry, but that bass is just horrendous. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and put these in the test mode just to see how that does. All right. It looks like. Hold on. Let me now. Let me try something here. Hold on. Bear with me a second. We're gonna start this from the beginning. Okay. Now it sounds better here on with nothing than it does with my personal settings. Okay. Now that sounds clean. That's a sharper sound saxophone. Lead saxophone sounds much sharper. You don't have any bass though. Whoops, I turned on my home. All right. Sorry about that. It just sounds okay. Now I went a little farther. Sorry about that. It sounded it sound better with no EQ help at all. I mean, it probably have to tweak the bass a little bit. But with my personal settings, they sound awful. I don't know if I gotta do some work with them. But when I did pull it in to zero it out everything, put it back to just to nothing, they sound really good. They didn't have the bass that I was looking for. They didn't have the bass, but the mids and the treble was clean, especially on that song there with Kenny G. The lead saxophone was very sharp, very crisp, and I like that part. But with my personal settings, these things just sound awful. I don't know what happened with that. But all right, so that is all right. So what we're gonna do now is I had to catch myself there. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna do give my final thoughts on these two. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in, and just real quick, before I go into my final thoughts, I did go in off camera and I ran that test. I redid the EQ for these guys, and it sounds like I had to turn everything down to like half, and I found the perfect setting for them. And here it is. As if you guys want to see it, for anybody who has the Mystiques, this is my current setting for them, and I found out these sound fantastic at this level right here as far as their EQ goes. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and go into my final thoughts on these. All right, now as far as that goes, both of these. Oh, I bumped the camera. My bad. Both of these sound really good when you add your settings to them. Mine came out, and when I did the settings, they came out. They actually improved on their basic zeroed out setting. Both of them, when you have them zeroed out, well, I'm gonna say the H-ANCs sound muffled when you have it zeroed out on the EQ. The presets, they probably sound great with the presets. I did not go through them. I just went for my personal settings in this test. But as far as just the basic zeroed out, they're very muffled and everything was okay. But once I put my settings in, the bass was great. The vocals were they could have been better, but they were good. But they had a good sound. Now the Mystiques, my original settings, they sounded horrible, horrible. Oh my god, it was so distorted sounding and everything like that. But then when I went back in and I turned everything down a little bit, kept my same V shape, but turned everything down to like half of what they were. Perfect, exquisite sound, great bass. You got nice sharp instruments, especially with the Kenny G song, and the vocals were clear, crystal clear. So if I had to choose between the two of these guys, I definitely, with my settings, I would go with the Mystiques. These guys are they're really good, especially when you, like I said, when you put your own settings in. They shine. They have a great sound. And even right out of the box, rate was zeroed in. You got good overall volume, and everything was balanced at zero. But then, of course, you make your settings in, and they sound fantastic. The only thing that's holding back the H-ANCs is that they sound muffled a little bit. May have to go in and do some fine tuning on their EQ settings, but these guys they're still good earbuds to use to wear. Once you find your specific setting, or maybe if it's one of the presets you might like, they're definitely a good earbud to use. The ANC is okay. I'm not even gonna say okay. But you still get good sound out of these guys as well. Definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking for great sounding earbuds for like you potential audiophiles out there who focuses more on sound than all the other features and stuff. All right. Again, this has been a head-to-head between the Noble FoKus Mystiques and the Noble FoKus H-ANCs. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey as I continue to do videos like this and others, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. I have other head-to-heads that we're going to do. I've decided to do this new format to cut down on some time. I hope you guys like it. If you have other suggestions or anything like that, leave them in the comments. I always I have no problem with constructive criticism just to make the channel better for you guys and for me. It's all going to be fun. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Mystiques get the win. Peace.